Hello friends, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to today's video which is on the establishment of NABARD, when did it get established, and then the functions of NABARD being a premium rural financing organization in India. What are its functions, how it is serving India. So friends, NABARD as such, it came into existence on 12th July 1982. Earlier, whatever the agriculture credit functions were there, they were under RBI only, and the refinance functions of the agriculture, they were under the then Agriculture Refinance and Development Corporation. So all these they have clubbed in one organization, and that no came in the form of NABARD on 12th July 1982. How? See, the committee, there was a committee that was instituted by the government of India, that is Committee to Review the Arrangements for Institutional Credit for Agriculture and Rural Development, simply called Trafficked Committee. This was under the chairmanship of Sri B. Shivaraman, who recommended the constitution of NABARD at that time. And after that, in 1982, it came into existence, and it was dedicated to the service of nation by the then late Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi on 5th November 1982. And friends, earlier RBI and Government of India, they used to have stake in NABARD, but currently NABARD is fully owned by Government of India, that is 100% stake is by Government of India only. So friends, now what is the vision and mission of NABARD? See, the vision of NABARD is the development bank of the nation for fostering rural prosperity. It works towards the prosperity of rural India completely. And then what is its mission statement? It is to promote sustainable and equitable agriculture as well as rural development through participative financial and non-financial interventions, innovations, technology and institutional development for securing prosperity again in rural India. So friends, next comes is the functions of NABARD. What exactly NABARD does? Being a premium rural financing organization in India, what does it do? See, the functions of NABARD can be put under four different heads. One is financial functions, supervisory functions, developmental functions, and NABARD sponsored schemes. Now, these financial functions can be again put under two different heads. One is direct finance and the other is refinance. Now friends, we shall now look into each of these functions in brief. So friends, under financial functions, there are two major functions of NABARD in through which it is financing. One is direct finance. It is directly financing the various institutions or organizations through various sources or through various schemes or projects. And there is one refinance. So here in this part we shall study about the financial functions of NABARD, that is direct finance. One, loans for food parks and food processing units in designated food parks. So here for creation of food parks and food processing units in designated food parks through various state governments or institutions, NABARD is providing finance. Loans to warehouses, cold storages and cold chain infrastructure, again NABARD is financing. Credit facilities to marketing federations. Here the credit facilities to various marketing federations like state or central government agriculture marketing federations, corporations, etc., or providing finance to agriculture marketing federations or cooperatives, etc., that is being done by NABARD. Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. See friends, this is the fund that is developed under NABARD, and there are 37 eligible activities under this, so that no for NABARD to finance directly, which are again put under three different heads. One, agriculture and related sector, social sectors and rural connectivity. So these are the three broad categories under which NABARD finances from Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. Next comes is direct refinance assistance to cooperative banks. See friends, here NABARD assist its cooperative banks by providing working capital requirements, or sometimes if there are any loans that need to be disbursed by these banks, wherein the crop loans whose requirement is greater than 3 lakhs, that also can be the loan can be provided by NABARD, or the marketing activities that are required. So friends, these are few of the direct finance functions that are under NABARD. Another is alternative investment funds. See friends, here this is established to encourage investment in innovative high risk sunrise activities in agriculture as well as rural development sectors. Next is long term irrigation fund. Now here loans are extended by NABARD to state governments at 6% per annum, and the difference between the cost of these funds and this 6% loan, because they are giving that at low interest rates, whatever the differential rate that is there, that again is compensated by the government of India through interest subvention. So this again, these funds are utilized in the creation of irrigation projects by various states. Next is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. This is a scheme that is developed by Ministry of Rural Development for providing rural housing to the rural poor as such. Now NABARD has been extending loan to National Rural Infrastructure Development Agency, which again in turn provides loans to, or provides finance to, rural ministry and various other institutes or organizations that are associated with providing housing for in rural India. Next is Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. Again, this is this is being purviewed under the supervision of Ministry of Jal Shakti, wherein again whenever the funds are required, that are being directly financed by NABARD. Next is micro irrigation fund. Now here micro irrigation fund, this has been developed under NABARD with 5,000 crores of corpus, but in the very recently released budget, what they have done is they have added another 5,000 crores so that this micro irrigation fund can be used in providing loans to various state governments and various institutions, so that the micro irrigation projects can be taken up, and then with that the water saving, or the with more crop per drop can be achieved. So friends, next comes the refinance function, which is under financial functions of NABARD. Now here refinancing is done by NABARD for various operations or various functions in India. These again can be put under three different heads. One is short term refinance, long term refinance, and eligible schemes for refinance under off farm sector. These two generally come under the farm sector, that is they are related to agriculture and allied institutions. Now here the short term refinance, here the short term loans for seasonal agriculture operations, or short term loans for others like weavers, handlooms, etc., or short term weavers exclusive loans for refinance support and medium term conversion. These are being provided, the loan is being provided for production purposes at concessional rate of interest to various state cooperative banks, regional rural banks, etc., to meet these areas. Next is long term refinance. Now here the term itself suggests long term, the refinance, that is the finance that is being provided to various institutions so that they in turn can provide finance, long-term loans to various activities like agriculture and allied activities, artisans, small-scale industries, non-farm sector like small and micro enterprises, handicrafts, handlooms, power looms, etc., and also activities of voluntary agencies and self-help groups working among the rural poor. Now, how is it going to do this? They are going to provide long-term refinance to various state cooperative agriculture and rural development banks, regional rural banks, state cooperative banks, district central cooperative banks, commercial banks, etc., who in turn will provide the finance to these activities under farm sector. Now moving to the third part under the refinance functions of NABARD, eligible schemes for refinance under off-farm sector. These are off the farm. They are not directly provided to agriculture, but yes, they are provided in such a way that they will have an impact on the rural India. Now, how will they provide? See, NABARD provides loans or it refinance various schemes which in turn provide amount to the rural poor for their improvement or improving their standard of living, like automatic refinance schemes, like composite loan schemes, integrated loan schemes, self-employment schemes for ex-servicemen, soft loan assistance for margin money, small road and water transport operators. So for them it provides finance, rural housing, renewable energy. All these fall under the eligible schemes for refinance under off-farm sector, where NABARD itself provides amount to these schemes, which in turn will get provided to the beneficiaries. So friends, next comes is the developmental functions of NABARD, wherein not only financing and refinancing, it also performs various development functions as part of this improvement in rural Indian life or standard of living. And as part of that, institutional development is being performed, and here the institutional development department of NABARD, it has been taking several initiatives for the development of various banks, like state cooperative agriculture and rural development banks, regional rural banks, state cooperative banks, district central cooperative banks, commercial banks, etc., wherein it is providing institutional development. Next is farm sector. See friends, we have already seen farm sector and off farm sector, how NABARD is providing finance and refinance, and through which it also is in turn providing some developmental functions, like developing the infrastructure so as to provide loans as part of farm sector and off farm sector. Next is financial inclusion, one important function, development function of NABARD, wherein this financial inclusion is done with the help of financial inclusion fund, by providing financial literacy programs, or by driving the financial literacy programs, banking technology adoption, regulatory infrastructure support, etc., to various stakeholders that are involved in providing or in providing the financial inclusion in the rural areas. Next is microcredit innovation, again on the similar lines, but yes, providing here with microcredits, very small credits to the final the BPL or the very poor people of the rural India. Next is climate change. This is again one developmental function of NABARD, which is very important here. NABARD is the national implementing agency, that is NIA for NAFCC, that is National Adaptation Fund for Climate Change, wherein NABARD is the one responsible for selecting the project, providing the funds to the project, seeing or supervising the project, and then reviewing and evaluating the project, which again all these projects which shall be helpful in combating the climate change. And then research and development in all these functions, whatever that is doing, it again goes for research and development to provide or come up with latest technologies or latest techniques for improving the lives of the people in rural India. So friends, next comes is the supervisory functions. Now under section 35(6) of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, it empowers NABARD to conduct inspection of state cooperative banks, district central cooperative banks, regional rural banks. In addition, NABARD has also been conducting periodic inspection of the state level cooperative institutions such as state cooperative agriculture and rural development banks, apex weaver societies, marketing federations, etc., on a voluntary basis. So here it supervises and inspects, conducts inspections of various banks that are under it, where it provides refinance to them. So here, in addition to that, it also conducts some periodic inspections for various cooperative agriculture and rural development banks, weaver societies, etc., on a voluntary basis. So friends, next comes is the NABARD sponsored schemes. Now this is the one of the important functions of NABARD, as NABARD itself gets involved in various schemes that are sponsored by NABARD. Now this can be put under three different sectors. One, farm sector, directly to the farm, that is agriculture and rural development. Next, for research and development, and the third is microfinance sector. Now farm sector, here these are the various schemes that NABARD is sponsoring, like producers organization development fund for improving or involving the farmers producer organizations, etc. Watershed development program, tribal development program, all these fall under the farm sector. Next is research and development. Now in accordance with the provisions of NABARD Act 1981, the research and development fund that is under NABARD, it aims at acquiring new insights into the problems, agriculture and rural development, how through in-depth studies and applied research, and then trying out innovative approaches backed up by technical and economic studies, so that can do some betterment in the lives of rural people. Next is microfinance sector. Now here, it is sponsoring various schemes like micro enterprise development programs, livelihood and enterprise development programs, scheme for promotion of women self-help groups in backward and left-wing extremism districts of India, collaboration with national rural livelihood mission, support for training and capacity building of clients for self-help groups, bank linkaging program. So all these, it is trying to do its work in this microfinance sector through all these schemes. Friends, thank you very much, and if you have any query related to the topic we have taken up today, or any other query related to various courses or the course offerings that EduTap is offering, you can always write to us at hello@edutap.co.in, or you can always call us on 8146207241.